told him, lose the shirt, keep the vest. Fucking drummers. Get out here with that. You're the one with the vest, sir, not me.
Hi, everybody. Okay, let's try that again. Hi, everybody. Okay, so, first order of business, let's get this out of the way in order of importance. I will introduce myself at some point, eat a bag of dicks, Joshua. But with that said, does everybody who is currently drinking tonight have a drink? Yeah! Does everybody who is not drinking tonight also have a drink? Yeah! Okay, good. So, my name is Tigger, and I mean absolutely nothing to anyone. But the fine folks of this establishment and Dillinger 4 have allowed me a couple minutes to speak to you about the importance of the Triple Rock. I wrote this whole thing out earlier today because that's what I do, where it all got very emo. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna drink some whiskey and hit some beats, so please bear with me. But I wanted to talk about, first of all, one thing that has not been discussed about the Triple Rock, which is the graffiti. Everybody with me so far? When I was but a wee 17-year-old in a very far and distant land going to my first punk shows, there was a piece of graffiti right over the urinal at my favorite punk rock club that I went to, which I will translate into Minnesotan for you. But the graffiti basically said, Minneapolis is the next, A, New York, B, Chicago, or C, Winona, Minnesota, and Winona, Minnesota was circled. That has stuck with me for far too long because 17 and I have been divorced for a long time. But it's something that's really stuck with me because to me, for whatever weird, like maybe I was high, maybe I was a little drunk, like whatever, but for whatever weird reason, staring at that time every time I took a piss at a punk club, I just kept thinking that, you know, for whatever reason, it got really deep on me, and I was like, man, you know, like, these things are really what we as people really make of it. Does that make sense to everybody? And the special thing about the Triple Rock is that this is something that has been made by every single person here, to some degree or not. So everybody give yourselves a hand. Now, with that said, because I've assuaged your egos and told you how important you all are, I'd like to take a moment to talk about the most important spots in the Triple Rock. Right back there by the merch is where in 1998, 2 days before my wedding, 99, honey, I'm sorry, I forgot our anniversary. Back in 99, 2 days before my wedding, I threw up on my father-in-law's shoes right over there where they're selling merch when it was still a patio. Yeah, like I showed up at the wedding with like those weird raccoon eyes you get when you're Irish and you vomit all over the place. It was fucking fantastic. But, and somehow this woman has put up with me for 19 years. But I've been through so many eras as somebody who has hung out at this place. I was in the era when it was a bar, when we used to hang out on Wednesday nights at our little tiny house in St. Paul and watch Dawson's Creek. And then call Colleen Carter, who is my friend's little sister, who's still in high school, and be like, oh my God, what did Pacey just do? That was so weird. And then we'd come down here and drink Johnny Jump Ups until I wanted to pee in a closet. I moved away for a long time, and when I moved back, like this instantly became home again, and I got to meet a whole fucking amazing crop of people that I didn't know when I first lived here. I had like, even recently have just had like a third round with this place where like I've been helping her out in the last few weeks. Even though I'm old and I'm crabby and I don't leave my house, I'm still coming down here. And I'm getting to know a whole new crop of fucking amazing human beings who work here. So take a minute and give every single motherfucking person who has ever worked here over the last 19 years the biggest hand that you have ever given anybody in your fucking life. tell a bunch of shit stories, like the time I took a dump in the parking lot while giving my friend Dave relationship advice because it was after hours. But I've done my 5.5 minutes, so I'm just going to close with this because I did the whole graffiti theme. Fuck, Mark Nelson. My second most favorite piece of bathroom graffiti I've ever seen was in a random toilet in Michigan somewhere when I was on tour, and it said, "Anybody can piss on the floor, be a fucking hero, shit on the ceiling." And ladies and gentlemen, that's what you guys are gonna do to this place for the next 28 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, raise a glass, cry in your little broken Minnesota socially awkward souls. It's Dillinger 4.
Surprise! It's us. It wasn't that big of a surprise.
Pretty big surprise, guys.
All right, we'll just start. There's plenty to say, but we're just gonna play a few songs and try and enjoy the night, right? Here we go.
Nothing strikes the heart of fear in me than Eric calling me and saying, "We're gonna do some requests. But right now, we're gonna do a couple of requests." Strangely, this song is actually about Chicago. This song is called Number 51, Dick Butkus.
More vocals for Lane and the drums if you can.
smooth at the end because we get towels when we play now, and that's a very important thing. You know, when this club first opened 37 years ago, we didn't used to get towels when we played. It was rough. We were a three-piece then. Eric Funk hadn't joined yet. The West Bank was a very, very different land. We'd play here every week, and Eric Funk would be in the back lighting his cigars with $1 million bills. We were like, man, you know, Eric, I don't know if you've seen this thing called the internets, but we've been looking at it, and the internet's done told us you know how to play guitar, man. Maybe you should come and play guitar with us. And he was like, no. No. She was like, you guys don't get it. I got this club, and this is 1977. And there's this thing called disco. You don't know about it, but I'm about to get fucking rich. And then in 1982, a band played here called Lifter Puller. And Eric said, you know what? There might be a mortgage payment or two on this punk thing. Maybe I should lean into it. At the time, Billy lived in a cave just outside of downtown St. Paul. Strangely, if you know him, Mr. Kermit Carter got married in the same cave. Billy took his sleeping bag out of it that night. And Eric came to us and was like, hey, you fat pieces of shit, I wrote this song and it might work in the genre that you guys are into. Now, we haven't played the song in like 25 years, so we're probably gonna fuck it up.
Now we are gonna fuck it up.
Just being honest now, there's 3 songs I'm worried about playing tonight. That was 1. We're a third of the way through it.
Hey, this song goes out to Gretchen, who I've loved for many, many years. It was a huge part of this place. It was her fucking idea. Gretchen, I love you.
Summertime, dark like this basket in the shade. done. One running off for one, another fighting over crumbs. Today is better than today, day that's no fool. And the right chance to follow.